Hey, Rob Sampson back at you with the better half, Princess Sherry Klein. And we're standing in front of the USS Missouri, which is the ship where the Japanese surrendered in Tokyo Bay. So this is where, on the ship is where the war ended. And yesterday, we visited the USS Arizona Memorial, where the actual war began. So we saw the beginning, and now we're going to go on board the USS Missouri to see where the Japanese actually signed the Declaration of Surrender.
In Tokyo Bay, that was the compromise, that it was on the U.S. ship, but it was there in Tokyo.
There you go.
Little details, that's what makes all the difference.
Bye for now. Aloha.
Aloha, mahalo.
Once they had settled, we had General MacArthur, Admiral Nimitz, and Admiral Halsey exit what was then the Admiral's quarters. To my top right is another small canvas area. They come out a door on the side there, come down those stairs, and they're going to get into their assigned places. Once they had settled, the ceremony would commence, and the time was now a.m. General MacArthur would give an opening speech, and in this speech he would stress the importance of justice, tolerance, and rebuilding. Now his message is very respectfully received by the translator chosen for this delegation. He is number 27 in our photograph. And as he was translating General MacArthur's message, the entire delegation gave a collective sigh of relief, as they were not sure what to expect when they were coming on board. MacArthur will first have Japan sign the instruments of surrender. Only 2 gentlemen signing for Japan that day. The first to sign those documents is number 22 in our photograph, Japanese Foreign Minister Mr. Shigemitsu, and he was signing on behalf of the Emperor of Japan. The second individual was number 24, Japanese General Umezu, signing on behalf of the Imperial Japanese Army. When called upon, these 2 gentlemen will step up to the table, sign the 2 copies of the documents, and step right back into their places. Today would be General MacArthur himself. However, he is not signing on behalf of the United States. Rather, he was signing for his title, Supreme Allied Commander. And when he signed the 2 copies of the documents, he used a total of 6 pens. The same way our lawmakers assign new laws into effect, with every intention of giving those pens away thereafter as mementos. Also in our photograph is Lieutenant General Wainwright and Lieutenant General Percival. Both of these men were captured by the Japanese and held prisoners of war for well over 3 years, and were released just days prior to this ceremony. The representatives of the Allied forces to sign, starting with the United States, and signing in our behalf was Admiral Nimitz. He was then followed by representatives from China, Great Britain, USSR, Australia, Canada, France, the Netherlands, and then New Zealand. People paid for our peacetime with their lives. Of the 69 million, though, it's believed that 50 million were innocent civilians, men, women, and children. It was all over in just 23 minutes. Now, as you might imagine, there was a very anxious nation, a very anxious world wanting to know the news. Did Japan sign? Is the war finally over? So General MacArthur would once again step forward to the microphone, and he would make this radio broadcast. He'll say, "Today the guns are silent. A great tragedy has ended. A great victory has been won. The skies no longer rain death. The seas bear only commerce. Men everywhere walk uprightly in the sunlight. For today, the entire world lies quietly at peace." And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the story behind the significant signing that took place right when we're gathered here. Now, as I
There's a spot on the deck where all the signatures happened. The Japanese surrendered to the Allied forces, ending World War II.